Hey y'all, welcome back to Same with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a collective reading. Alright, I had some downloads. First and foremost, what is evil backwards? Live. Should I show you? I'll erase this. Evil is live backwards. So, how do we counter evil? We live, okay? We live to our extent that we can. Not in a selfish way. I'm not telling you to spiritually bypass or ignore what's going on, right? But I am saying and reminding you that being paralyzed in fear is not going to support your liberation, okay? Live to your fullest. Now, that means utilizing your privilege, okay? Doing things that others cannot to support the greater good, all right? I also have strength and hope, okay? So we need to have strength. We need to continue to have hope in each other, in ourselves. Definitely not in the system. Remember that the system's obsolete, all right? We are building a new way, okay? I mean, it's very real, okay? But in the terms of keeping our spirits high, we make the system obsolete, okay? Then I have grounded and tapped in. So finding this balance of, again, what I kind of just said, being on this planet, in this country, recognizing what's going on. I know, it's loud. Recognizing the ways in which these systems are working together. I think the past year we've really learned a lot about our global struggles. And now we understand why, Musk did his little Nazi salute, whatever. I don't know why people are I don't understand. Dude's an idiot. Anyway, reason he did that, and now we understand that Congo, he's like this contributing reason for Congo, right? This green energy is still causing slave labor, still causing displacement, war, genocide, okay? All right. So anyway, staying grounded in the truth and understanding how everything's connected, right? Remember, there's just a tiny few in charge here. And then remaining in your spiritual awareness, allowing yourself to receive information from the higher beings that are assisting us, right? Each of us has the capacity to channel messages. That's what I've been trying to get folks to understand. We all have a third eye that can awaken to the truth. We all have, once that happens, again, the collective consciousness, since 2020 especially, there have been waves and waves of more and more people awakening to the truth, right? Sometimes people go down the wrong path because the powers that be have done a great job of co-opting certain things. For instance, New Age spirituality, right? This idea of medical freedom, but only for a certain few, right? No, it's either freedom for all or freedom for none, right? So that's what we're fighting. We're fighting supremacy that has been itching to get back in power because they've recognized that they are the minority at a global scale. We are not letting that happen, okay? So you have relationship to whatever you believe in. When you pray, when you ask for signs, when you meditate, whatever it is that you do to connect to your spirituality, that is the relationship that your soul has to whatever it is that you believe created you or is facilitating life force energy in your life, okay? Doesn't matter what you call it. Most of those distinctions are done geographically, historically, culturally. Either way, as humanity as a whole, we all have those capabilities. So when you receive, our job right now, when we receive information from what we believe or whoever it is we believe, we share it. that we are supporting the uplifting of humanity in order to combat evil. Again, live and evil. Evil is live backwards, okay? Ra is the word war backwards, okay? So this is a raw... God, man, I've been waiting like 20 years to drop these gems. Everyone thought I was crazy. I love play on words. So raw and war. How do we combat war? We become so raw within our own truth, within our own relationship to what it is we believe, to our relationships with each other. We decolonize, we heal our inner child, we integrate our shadow, and we recognize that our shadow aspects for us are how we're going to combat evil. Okay, I talked about this the other day. Understanding what your shadow aspects are. Don't take it in a place of shame. Oh, sorry, baby. Don't take it as a place of shame. Take it as a place of curiosity. Why do I have such a temper? Why do I run my mouth? Why do I go from 0 to 100? Why do I have an addiction to something? Whatever it is, recognize that what it does within you is something dark, and without that darkness there would be no light. Okay, and that's what new age spirituality, a lot of white spiritual folks think. They've spiritually bypassed their way out of giving a fuck about what's going on, saying, oh, it's all taken care of, Trump's working with the Palladians. The fuck he is. Shut the fuck up. Palladian... Alright, anyway, moving on. Palladians are a extraterrestrial... If someone was the second coming of Jesus, which some people believe Trump is, have you ever opened a Bible? Because even if the Bible was written by humans, they still wrote about how Jesus accepted everybody, right? That's called Christ consciousness. But again, I believe Christ consciousness is... Oh God, I'm just on repeat. I believe that Christ consciousness is just one of the prophets, right? In Islam, it's Muhammad, okay? The prophets, again, culturally, geographically, came here to help uplift humanity, and they were murdered for it by these motherfuckers, all right? It's the same thing, especially if these are interdimensional beings, which I believe they are. I don't think humans could carry out what these fuckers are doing. I don't think as a human you could do that to another human. I really don't. Because I know I have a soul. I know how souls work, and I know how relationship to higher power works, right? Even if you are like a Satanist, Satan was a fallen angel, right? Like this is a whole nother level. And that's the thing, baby. Don't get in the camera. I don't want you in the camera. Thank you. Is it not loud enough? Sorry, I'm talking about reptilians. I get excited. Okay, then I have train your bodies, free your mind. Okay, we have work to do. All right. If you are spiritually disconnected, reconnect. Whatever that looks like for you. There's no rules. If you want to light a candle, if you want to go lay in the grass, snow, whatever. All right, can we get a little info for the collective? Of course, courage to change is on the top. I say it all the time. We can't change the system unless we decide to change ourselves. And it doesn't even have to be like drastic changes. Like, I'm not asking you to like join a convent or anything. I'm just asking you to acknowledge when you're a fucking dick and how you think you can utilize being a fucking dick within the movement. Basically, that's what integrating darkness is, right? What is your darkness? How can it contribute to this movement? Because we are up against evil. Okay? Dark night of the soul, shadow work, integrating your shadow. That's all it is. What are the things you fucking hate about yourself that when you see it in someone else, it gives you like that ew, like ick, right? Cringe feeling. That's a projection within yourself, and that person is reflecting it to you so that you can understand how to change it, how to integrate it into you. There's nothing to shame, right? I know we have a lot of decolonizing around shame. Go check out the decolonizing and integrating shadow playlists if this is new for you. What we are needing is this renewal and spark, right? Because we have to remember our ability to connect to spirituality, right? Our ability to call on a higher power to support us, especially if what we want is collective liberation, right? Our higher power, whatever they are, whoever you believe, unless you're a Zionist, I would say, but even them, they haven't taken the text correctly. It's become a political affiliation with a scapegoat of religion, which, hello, history of the United States, okay? And Great Britain. So the courage to change, the courage to go within, integrate your darkness, but really just be like, dude, what is it that I like to do that I know, or like, it doesn't even have to be, but like temper. You know, and then while you're doing that, while you're integrating that or understanding what your darkness is initially, your shadow aspects of yourself, right? Mine is my temper. Baby, I could go from 0 to 100 in 0.5 seconds if I am pushed to that point. It takes great strength to not stay in that space. It takes great strength to walk away when I know I'm getting to that point, you know? However, if it is, what's the word? If it is, targeted? No, that's not the right word. What's the word, bitch? Tell me the word. What's the word? Channel. Alright, targeted. We're gonna go with targeted. If your bullseye is the ruling elite and the powers that be, and you target that energy to, not like target, not that. Anyway, you know what I mean. That temper could be used for the revolution, right? So understand what your integration is, all right? And as you do that, you're going to get this spark, right? You're going to get out of this. Wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Fan. Okay. So how dark this is, okay? Dark Night of the Soul, I made a collective combo on that if you want to look. I would also watch the Ego Death one if you're going to watch that. So you're going to get this renewal or spark, and you're going to remember that you are much greater than just this human body. You are going to remember that you are a soul in a vessel, and your soul has maybe lived many lifetimes. I believe most of us that are on this planet right now have volunteered to be here from different galaxies, universes, whatever, because of how imbalanced this is. As you know, the government has already disclosed information about extraterrestrials and things as such. So when we remember that we are not, and that is not spiritual bypassing as long as you don't skip this step. That's what a lot of the white yogis have done, is they have skipped this step. They are still incredibly toxic in their own being, but they are just gaslighting and scapegoating everything else. You cannot skip this step. You must integrate your shadow in order to get the spark to remember. And it all starts with this courage to change. I think this is just a 4-card reading because I don't think we could do anything more. Okay, fine. Self-worth and expectations. All right. Once you have this remembering, again, you're going to be, I love this deck of cards. You're going to know, I love this song too. Travis Thompson is so cool. I like the way he raps. It's cute. Self-worth, expectations. Then you're going to hold, once you do this work, you're going to be holding yourself to a different caliber, right? You're going to be holding yourself to a different space. You're going to recognize how powerful you really are. And you're going to, again, channel that for the greater good. That's the point, right? Okay, I'm going to end it there. I hope this helped. I have put up a ton of resources to do this process. Take your time, but we don't have that much time, so just don't go into psychosis, that's all. Oh, shit. Whew. Excuse me. Have a good one.